click present, and so it will show you what it looks like. You can go ahead and click on the links or on the different slides, that the different objects that you added the links to, and it will take you there. So this is for the recap activity. Good morning, students. Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to use one slide to create an entire lesson. So if you're familiar with the concept of hyperlinks, that is what we're going to be exploring today. And the thing is, when you're using hyperlinks, there's so many things that you can do with just that one concept. You can use it to create breakout rooms. You can use it to create games, and you can also use it to create escape rooms, among other things. And you can use it to group your students, etc., or even for differentiation. So a lot of things that you can use this one concept for. So for today, I'm going to be focusing on just using one slide to create an entire lesson that is geared towards the 5E format. So I'm going to start by creating a backdrop. So what you want to do is to create like a classroom. You don't necessarily have to limit it to that. If you want to do it, for example, you want an outdoor backdrop, then you can use it. If you're teaching a concept like a day at the beach and you want to use that sort of backdrop, you can also do that. So it's entirely dependent on you. So I'm going to be doing something very simple, just a simple format, just to get you guys familiar with the concept. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is choosing my background. So I'm going to be using floor and wall design because I want a 3D effect, and it gives me more space to put items and fill in different objects, etc. So I'm going to click on insert, then go to image, and then search the web. So these are some different floor and wall designs that you can use. So you can just go through and scroll and choose one that you will like and then add it. I already went ahead and pre-selected one, copied and paste. I'm going to copy and paste it now. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is the one that I'm going to be working with. I'm going to go ahead and delete that blank slide. All right, fine. So I have my background that I'm working with. The next step now is to personalize it a little bit. So I'm going to be using Bitmoji. So that's an app that you download using your mobile device, and you can cartoon yourself. And then if you're using a laptop, then you can get the extension so that when you're doing your slides, etc., you can add your cartoon to it, right? Or if you don't want to use Bitmoji, there is another there's another software that you can use. It's called Pixton. So what you can do is you can get it in the add-on section, I believe, but you have to use Microsoft Office and not Slides. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and add a text box. So here I'm just going to be like adding my name, maybe the class, the subject. This is a blackboard, so I'm going to change the color to white. All right, so I already added my name and the subject off screen. So now that I have done that, right, the next step is maybe I want to add some other things there. Maybe I want to add a little rug. So if I'm going to do that, if you're searching for images and that you don't want to use as a background, what you want to do is ensure that you put the word transparent in front of it. So transparent, and I want a rug. So I think I'm going to use this blue one here. Click it, click insert, add it, then you're going to just adjust the size. All right, great. So yeah, I like that. You can add animals, whatever it is that you want to do, feel free to do it. All right, so not going to be doing anything too crazy. So I'm going to be adding some shapes on the blackboard so that I can go ahead and add my links to. So that is what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be choosing circles. So let's see. I think I might be using 3 or 4. So these are this is what I'm going to be putting my links on for my students for each activity. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sequencing the different tasks. So I'm going to label them task 1, task 2, task 3, so that my students will know what they're supposed to click on first. And I'm also going to go ahead and add some color. So I'm going to click on this fill color icon here and choose different colors. All right, I think that's a little bit too bright. Let's take it down several shades. Just selecting some random colors here. Do I have blue there already? All right, great. So those are my colors. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to I'm going to go ahead and add my Bitmoji, and then I'm going to download this as a background. So I already have the Bitmoji extension. It's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click it, and then I am going to be choosing one. All right, I like this one, so I'm going to be working with this one. All right, great. So what I'm going to be doing now, just resizing and flipping or changing the direction. So I'm going to be clicking on rotate. Good. So now that that is done, good. All right, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead now and download this as a PNG or JPEG. Anyone will work. So I'm going to click download, and then I'm going to go ahead and download it. You can choose PNG or JPEG. I'm going to use JPEG because the last time I used this and I tried PNG, I was not able to copy and paste it. So just for the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to enter a new slide or add a new slide. And then I'm going to be uploading that picture right here. All right, so I'm going to be uploading this. So I'm going to just right click on my mouse pad, then go to change background and choose an image, upload it, go to browse, and then go to my downloads, and the new image should be here. I'm going to select it. Good. Let's click done. So this is the one that I just downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and discard of this one because I don't need it. And now I'm going to be adding my hyperlinks. So I'm going to be using the shapes icon. I'm going to be selecting a circle, and then I'm going to be adding it to these shapes that I have here. I'm going to go to the fill color icon, click on transparent, and then adjust it to the size of the circle or the shape that I'm working with. And then I'm just going to copy and paste it. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to add it to the others so it's easier for me. They're all the same shape. If not, I can just go ahead and adjust. All right. Great. Just some minor editing here. Oops. All right. I mean, how this the circle, the transparent circle fits isn't necessarily important for this one because I'm not going to be sharing this file as a slide. I'm actually going to be saving it as a PDF. So it's not going to show, but you know, I'm just adjusting it right now. All right, yeah, that's fine. All right, now that I have done that, what I want to do is to add some links to these different shapes for my students. So what I did was to create different activities. So for this first circle here, I want it to be the recap activity. So I did a recap video. So it was just looking at some things that we would have done in the previous class. So I'm going to get the link for this. And then I'm going to be adding it to that slide. Once you click on it, this should come up once you click on the link. So you can go ahead and paste the link here. And then you can go ahead and give it a title. So I'm going to call this recap task 1. And then click apply. So that way the students know exactly what it is that they're going to be doing once they click on this shape, and they know exactly the order. So that's task 1. So I'm going to go ahead now and add the others. So to the second one, I'm going to be adding a drag and drop slide. To the third one, I'm going to be adding some notes. And to the fourth one, I'm going to be adding an activity from Nearpod. So if you want to add the slide, what I did, because I don't want, when I send this to the students, is an actual slide deck, and so they would have to go into presentation mode, like similar to what you do if you're doing a gaming slide. I don't want that. I want all the lesson to be on one slide. So once they click on the different aspects of the slide, then it will take them to different places. Of course, you can attach these to images. You can attach these links to objects. You don't necessarily have to use shape. It's totally dependent on you. So for me, what I did was to create a separate slide. So this is the slide that I created. It's a drag and drop slide. So what they're going to be doing is labeling different parts of the endocrine system. So what I'm going to be doing is just getting the link for this and then add it like I did for the first slide. And for the notes section, this is a website. I'm going to be taking the link from this particular website and taking the URL or the link from the website and add it to that particular shape. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. For Nearpod, let me just go in Nearpod and choose that activity from now so that you can see how you can actually incorporate just one particular slide or one particular activity from Nearpod. You don't have to create an entire lesson, and this is how you do it. So the Nearpod activity that I want them to do is actually, I want them to, it's a discussion question. So I'm going to be using the collaboration board only. So how do I do that? All right, so I'm going to select create here. I'm already in Nearpod. And then I'm going to click on lesson. Of course, you don't have to limit it to that. You can actually use the video. If it's a video that you want to do, you want to ask some question from a video, you can just choose the video option from there, or you can use the same concept. So I'm going to click on add slide, and then I'm going to click on the activities section. Then I'm going to go to the collaboration board. Then I can go ahead and just select whatever theme or layout I want, add my picture, search from the web. So it gives you the option to search from the web or to upload a picture. I'm going to save it so the picture will come up here. Then I can add my topic. All right, so I can enter my question here. So say I want them to, I'm going to give them like a case study type of question. I'm going to go ahead and add the question off screen and then come back and show you what that looks like. All right, so I went ahead and I added the question. So the question is, Maria is 18 years old. She has never had a period, and her mother is becoming concerned that something is wrong with her. So as her friend, the students are going to give her some advice as to what they think is happening and why they think she might not be having her period. And also Maria is concerned that she might not be able to have children. So that's the whole essence of the discussional question, and the students will come in now and answer. So now that I am finished with that, I just want them to have access to the collaboration board. I'm going to click save. And then click save and exit. So this is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the link for student paste, because I want the students to go in at any time and have access, and not necessarily when I'm live, right? So this kind of this type of activity is a great support for asynchronous learning as well, because you can set the slide there and leave it for the students to do the different activities, and then you can go in and check, you know, if you have something to do, etc., and you can't join them live, you can always go back and check. So you can use this for the live participation mode as well as the asynchronous, which is the student pace. So I'm going to go ahead and select that in order to get the link. So I'm going to select view progress, or you can just click on the link and get it. It's either way, it's the same thing. So I'm going to click here where the code is, and then copy the link, and then go ahead and add it to my slide here. So that's the last slide that I'm going to be adding it to. So I'm going to go. All right, guys, so this is what the finished product looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it would look like in PowerPoint. So if you want to go ahead and share this as a slide in your classroom or on your class website, that's up to you. So you can click present, and so it will show you what it looks like. You can go ahead and click on the links or on the different slides, that the different objects that you added the links to, and it will take you there. So this is for the recap activity. Good morning, students. So today we're going to do what we have done so far, as it is Edu-Tech system, So that's the video that I did for the recap activity. If they were to click on task 2, the same would apply. So it will take them to the second task, and so they're able to use the drag and drop feature here. So all they would have to do is just open it with Google Slides and they'll be able to do that. So I'm going to come out of presentation mode and show you how to save it as a PDF. So you're going to go to File, Download, and select PDF. No. You can download it as a PDF, and some on some person's devices, you might have the option to get a link using an email, so you can send it to the web and get the email and get the link for the document for the slide. That is also fine. I'm going to go ahead and select the PDF, and so it's downloading now. So you can just go ahead now and add the PDF to your drive, so your students will be able to, you're able to use the link from your drive to share the PDF, or you can just upload the PDF to your Google Classroom. So it's based on what you want to do. So if I should click on task 3 using the PDF, it will take me directly to the article. So you can use this as a fun way to teach your lesson using your 5V. So you structure your task based on the different elements: you engage, you explain, explore, elaborate, etc. You can do that. You can also group your students. So you can use these to group your students for each task. You can also attach one of these to a slide that has instructions for grouping. So there are so many things that you can do. There are so many back ends and back doors that you can use, that the linking to gain for the students to gain access to. So it's based on your creativity and what you want to do. So I hope this was very informative. I hope you learned something new. And of course, you don't have to limit your classroom to this. You can play with it and see what you can come up with. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.